tēnā koutou. I mua i tō tātou nei tīmatanga i te pō nei kia tohi atu tātou ki te karakia. E pā tēnei mātou e koropiko nei mua i tō aroro i tēnei ahi pō. Kia tau mai rā ngō manaakitanga ki runga i a mātou e kawe nei tēnei hui whakahira i tēnei wā. Kia tau tō ringa ata whai ki runga i tō mātou kuini Māori a ngāwai hono i te pō, o tira tōna whare ariki e pā. E pā kia piki te ora te kaha ki runga i a mātou katoa e hui tahi nei ki runga o te papanui i tēnei pō, rire hau, pai mārire. Tihei mauri ora, ki te whai ao, ki te ao mārama. Tui a te rangi e tū nei, tui a te papa e takoto nei. Tui a tātou te here tangata kārongo te pō, kārongo te ao i te kōrero i te wānanga. Pua takataka, pua fio. Pua fia te marama hunuku ko te marama hurangi katakoto ki te hau o tū. O tū te winiwini, o tū te wanawana. O tū whakaputaina ki te whai ao, ki te ao marama. Mō kori anō ka tuku ngā whakamoimiti ngā whakawhetai ki tō tātou nei atu i te wāhingaru. Mō nei tauwhiro nei i tēnā o tātou kia tai ora mai, kia tai pai mai ki tō tātou nei huihuinga i tēnei pō. Ngā whakamānawa ki ai. O tira kia tau hoki i ngōna tō mairangi ata whai ki runga i tō tātou nei kuini te ariki nui, ngā waihono i te pō. Tai atu rā ki tōna whare ariki pai mārire. Ki ngā mate huhua, ngā mate maha, kai runga rā i a koutou, tēnā pīkauria mai rā, kia tūhono mai ki ngā mate kai runga rā i a mātou, e ai te kōrero he kura i tangihia, he mai aroha kia rātou, kia koutou, haere. Nau piki mai, nau kake mai, e te iti e te rahi, ki runga i te whenua nei, te papanui, tēnei e tūwherangia nei i ngōna ringaringa. Ngā ringaringa o Ngāti Wairere ki a koutou. Kua tai mai ki te whakanui tēnei pō whakahirahira. Kāre e kore he nui ngā mahi i tutuki hia kia tai rāno koutou tātou ki tēnei wā tonu. Nō reira, kia huro te pō, kia koa te pō. E mihi ana ki a koutou ngā kai apataki, ngā kai tautoko, ngā kai arahi. O tira koutou ngā tauira ka whakawhiwhia ki ngā tohu ai tēnei pō. Nō reira, kāre tōroangia ngā mihi tēnei pō, tēnei kā mihi ki a koe e Kate Eklund, tō tātou nei tiamana, tēnei kā mihi atu rā ki a koe. O tira koutou ngā pane, ngā ringaringa me ngā waiwai o tēnei kaupapa huri i tō tātou nei whare tū nei, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Traditionally, Ngāti Wairere, the mana whenua of this land, they were well known for gardening, for harvesting and feeding the people. And in this context, ladies and gentlemen, Ngāti Wairere welcomes you tonight and hopes that you guys, each and one of you, have a good and great, enjoyable night tonight. We also like to acknowledge those that put this awesome event together, knowing that it wasn't an easy job, and also all the contestants that are here tonight. And also like to pay our acknowledgement to our politicians that are also here. And one and all, we welcome you once, we welcome you twice, and we welcome you 3 times. And I would like to welcome our staff from Beef and Lamb, who's going to sing our waiata tonight. So, huri noa, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Bye.
lastly, would like to acknowledge Beef and Lamb for putting on this awesome night. So enjoy the night, whānau. Tēnā tātou katoa. Kia ora.
Well, life on the farm is kinda laid back. Ain't much an old country boy like me can't hack. Early to rise, I'm early in the sack. Thank God I'm a country boy. Simple kind of life never did me no harm. Raising me a family and working on the farm. These are all filled with an easy country charm. Thank God I'm a country boy. Yeah, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Having emceed this event last year, this is the first time in my life that I've ever been invited back. Tonight, we're here to celebrate the people and technologies that make our sheep, beef and dairy beef industries world leading. Congratulations to everyone who entered these awards, and particularly to all the award finalists. All of you contribute so much to our sector. Me, not so much. But many of you have been asking how the farming's going. You know, what's it like learning how to farm in your late 40s? The simple answer, when you're sensitive and a slow learner, well, it's not easy. Let's talk about the sheep. You might remember I've got the South Downs with the high feckin'. They produce a shitload of lambs, don't they? Fecundity, I think it was the word I was looking for. The first 7 ewes that lambed, 4 sets of triplets. Just 3 days into lambing, and there were more lambs in the walk-in wardrobe than in the paddock, which was fine when they were just 3 hours old, but pretty bloody weird when they were 3 months. Made a real mess of my wife's flash Auckland dresses, and it was all but marriage ending. Hardly surprising I'm not up for an award tonight. During the evening, we'll be presenting 9 awards, made up of a mix of farming business awards, people category awards, and a host region award. We'll start the evening with the entree, which should be being served about now. Sometimes it feels like thanking the sponsors is simply part of the introductory comments, but it is only through their support that we can make this event happen. We would therefore like to acknowledge all our sponsors. And since we're all influencers here, let's share the celebrations tonight on the social media using the tags on the screen. Let's celebrate what's happening here tonight. Celebration we need to do, in my opinion, more of it. You should see the awards booklet in front of you. This includes the program for this evening, as well as information about this year's fantastic finalists. If you've had a look at the menu, you'll know we're in for a hell of a treat this evening. It really does showcase this country's fantastic beef and lamb, kindly supplied by Silver Fern Farms. Thanks also to Beef and Lamb New Zealand Inc. for providing their Platinum Ambassador chef, Matt McLean, who is our chef this evening. To complement the food, we have the beautiful 2002 Grasshopper Rock Pinot Noir, which has been matched to both the entree and main. Everyone here tonight has the opportunity to win a magnum of 2002 Grasshopper Rock Pinot Noir to go into the draw. All you have to do is find the Beef and Lamb New Zealand staff who will be loitering during the breaks with the photo frame for those important social media snaps. If you don't post it, were you even here? They will have a QR code which you will need to scan and fill in your details. There will also be a flyer in your program with that QR code. So just scan and be in to win. The winner will be drawn on the 13th of October. Alongside the Grasshopper Rock Pinot Noir, you'll find a Pinot Gris on the table. If you would prefer an alternative white wine, the unopened bottles of Pinot Gris can be swapped for a Sauv or a Chardonnay. Just ask one of the venue's staff. For those of you who would prefer, beer and non-alcoholic drinks are available at the bar. And I'm pretty sure you'll already know where that is. It'll be operating all night, and they have the FPOS. Very impressed. Very, very impressed with the listening so far. Definitely not like this at home. A wee yarn to kick things off, keeping in with the beef and lamb theme, as well as the sheep. I've also got the cattle at home, and I'm grazing a dozen of my old scarfy mates' shorthorn cows. I'd feed them, and come weaning, we'd go halves in the calves. And I knew right from the start, actually, that it wouldn't be a good economic decision, but I've never been known for making good economic decisions. But financially, at least, I didn't know just how bloody terrible this one would be. Now, I'm my mother's son, so I'm a feeder, and no cow under my watch would go hungry. In the spring, I baled some unruly rye corn to stop it going to seed. 2 weeks later, of course, it went to seed. The 32 bales, however, cost me nearly $1,900. My neighbour baled some hay on ours, 12 bales at $25, another $300. It wasn't enough tucker. I bought in some old lucerne hay, 9 at $120, another $1,100. That's $3,300 spent already on 6 calves. Then, just as I planned, I'd used up all my supplementary feed on the 1st of September because it was the start of spring. But of course, the date didn't mean stuff all. Another 8 big bales, another $800. Finally, mid-September, I moved my cattle onto the grass. I'd turned the corner. The next day, half a foot of snow. Another 2 bales, I dropped another $150. The snow clears, but it's still as cold as charity at home. Another 5 bales, another 400 big ones. I'd spent $4,625 to feed 12 cows, or the 6 calves I'd get from those 12 cows, so that's $770 each. And although I really felt like a king feeding out of my brand new John Deere, courtesy of Otago Farm Machinery, one windy day, when I opened the door on that tractor, before I knew what was going on, it was lying on the dirt in a million pieces, and I didn't have it insured. Another $1,500, half of which I could easily attribute to these bloody cows. Turns out you've all broken a door or two on the tractor yourselves, but didn't tell me to be careful until it was too bloody late. Then the old 99 Hilux blew out, the one I paid about 10 grand too much for, because coming out of Auckland I thought it was really bloody cool. Another 3 grand to fix that, half of it lost onto the sheep, half to these cattle. That's another $1,500 on the total. If you're keeping up, you're doing well. These 6 calves, some of which are still yet to be born, are now setting me back nearly $7,000 or $1,150 each, and a whole lot of my time, diesel and mortgage. If you know my wife, Al, for Christ's sake, don't tell her this story. She actually thinks I'm okay. Now's probably a good time to tell you, though, that I've just started a farm consultancy business. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm only too happy to help. But here's the rub. Knowing everything I know, I'd still do it all again next year. Because driving that tractor, feeding those beautiful shorthorn cows, the whites, the reds, the roans, watching them munch away on their tucker, watching them birth, watching those calves race around the hills as the sun's going down of an evening. For me, and maybe it's just me, I reckon you can't put a price on that. I reckon this is living, Barry. And when the margins aren't there, there's still so much to love about what we do, and we're bloody lucky. Please don't forget that. All right. It's now my great pleasure to welcome Beef and Lamb Platinum Ambassador Chef Matt McLean to tell us about the menu he has designed for us tonight. This Matt McLean shouldn't be confused for the former TV presenter, of course. This Matt McLean has worked in Michelin-starred restaurants around the world and has been at the helm of the award-winning Palette, I think it is, restaurant here in the Waikato since 2005. He is dedicated to cooking with local, seasonal produce, and Palette's menu showcases all that is great about the Waikato. Matt takes huge pride in helping foster a thriving food industry in this region. Here's Matt McLean. meet you. Very different to the other Matt McLean I know.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Mind you, I haven't seen you with your clothes off, have I?
No, no. Well, don't tell anyone.
But you look good though.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's a privilege to be here tonight. I hope you enjoy the fruits of the labour here. It's the team at Montana have been fantastic. I'm playing away tonight, if you like. My natural habitat's on Victoria Street at the moment, so the guys have been great, and you know, they're true professionals, and I'm sure you'll enjoy tonight's dinner. Thank you to Beef and Lamb for inviting me. 30 years in the industry, and most of it in Hamilton actually. We're coming up 20 years next year. The connection between chefs and farmers is being strengthened by people like Silver Fern Farms, Beef and Lamb. You know, I work quite closely with the guys at Ansco, and it's far more. The connection really helps in the kitchen, the cooking, and you can't produce amazing food without amazing produce. So, you know, working with Beef and Lamb over the years, meeting people out in the paddocks, and that's been really beneficial and sort of grounds you. You know, it's yeah, seeing things right from the source. So, yeah, it's very good. So, thanks for Silver Fern Farms. The lamb's great. I'm sure you enjoy it, and yeah, enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Matt. Can't wait to rip in to that tucker myself. That entree, please feel free to start if you haven't already. See you real soon. have your attention, please? Welcome back. The entrees were delicious, weren't they? Amazing what they can do with the mountain oysters nowadays. Okay, we're about to get to the official part of the evening. To get proceedings underway, please give a warm welcome to the Chair of Beef and Lamb New Zealand, the lovely Kate Ackland.
Beef and Lamb New Zealand is working here, helping farmers run sustainable, profitable businesses. Listening to farmers, providing the right tools, support and extension, along with trusted information and research. Having farmers' backs with the big issues they can't tackle alone, like the environment. Telling our farmers' stories to New Zealanders and the world. Gaining access to markets and increased market returns. Working with others. For thriving rural communities now and in the future. We are by farmers, for farmers. We are Beef and Lamb New Zealand.
It's my great honour to welcome you all here tonight to the third Beef and Lamb New Zealand Award Dinner. Tonight we gather to celebrate the remarkable dedication, hard work and innovation that defines our industry. From pasture to plate, every effort contributes to the quality and sustainability of our products. But first, I would just like to acknowledge our farming colleagues at the bottom of the South Island and the difficult time that they are having with the ongoing wet weather, and also to those further up who are continuing to struggle with drought. As a farming community, we stand together, and as an organisation, we're committed to supporting our farmers as they get through what has been, so far, an incredibly challenging spring for many. We've all experienced adversity, and that's why it's so important to come together and thank the many people who contribute so much to our industry, and to celebrate our finalists and their achievements. And that is what tonight's about. It's a celebration. So we know that all of our finalists have worked tirelessly to ensure the success of our sector. Tonight we celebrate the emerging achievers who are so important to building a great future, the organisations that are committed to growing and developing our young people. We've got people who champion our sector, and through your actions you tell our story so well. We've got scientists and organisations that are developing the technology and the tools that we'll need on our farms to be resilient, efficient and future fit. And we've got innovators and market leaders, farmers who are at the top of your game. And finally, we've got those in the room that we're celebrating due to their significant and lifelong commitment to sheep and beef in New Zealand. And I wish that they could all win tonight. It is the people that make our sector so great, and it is the people that we will need to take it into the future. People who care deeply, people like we've got in this room tonight. And it's not just those who are finalists. I know that there are so many families, friends and organisations that have supported our finalists in their journeys. So I'd just like to take a moment to recognise and thank every single person in the room for the contribution that you've made. There are a couple of other notable people that I want to call out who are in the room this evening. Thank you, Minister McClay and Minister Patterson, for all the work that you're doing. There's also a number of other MPs in the room from National Act and Labour, and senior representatives from government. The success of our sector relies very strongly on collaboration, and there are leaders in the room here tonight from the Meat Industry Association. I've got Tracy Brown from Dairy NZ, we've got Wayne from Federated Farmers, we've got Rural Support Trust and Government. So thank you all for joining us here tonight in what is a great celebration. Finally, while I've got the floor, I am delighted to introduce Alan Thompson, who is our Beef and Lamb CEO, or incoming. So Alan, please stand up. Thank you. Alan was born and raised in New Zealand. He's got a really strong commercial and ag-tech background from his time at Ravensdown, and most recently Director of Agribusiness at Hitachi in Australia. So the board's so excited to have someone of Alan's calibre coming into the role. Tonight's a great opportunity for Alan to reacquaint himself with old friends and to meet the new people that he'll be working with. But please everyone just hold the work questions. He doesn't start for another 3 weeks. So let's give him a break tonight. These awards could not happen without the support of our sponsors. So as Chair of Beef and Lamb, I'd personally like to thank you for your continued backing. I would also like to thank the judging team, co-led by Paul Crick, who is the National Chair of the Beef and Lamb Farmer Council, and Robin Dines, who is on the Northern South Island Farmer Council and Strategy Lead of Sustainable Production Systems and Ag Research. The rest of our judging panel is up on the screen and includes Andrew Horsburgh, Greg Clark, Pat Mayer, Will Halliday, Nuku Hatfield, Nick Beebe, Dean Williamson and William Beeper. The quality and quantity of the entrants that we received this year was our strongest yet, so I know that your task to select the finalists and the winners from such quality entries wasn't an easy one. As mentioned earlier, our awards partner is Farmlands, so I would like to finish up by inviting Blair Robinson from Farmlands up to the stage to say a few words.
Te whenua taroa e mihi atu nei ki a koutou e te iwi e mana ki tia a whina tia te whenua taroa e mihi atu nei ki a koutou e te iwi e mana ki tia a whina tia aroha nui ki ngā hunga katoa he tohu aroha nui e he tohu aroha nui e
Thank you very much. Thanks, Kate. I won't hold up for long between before the main course or the main fare of the purpose of being here tonight, but I think I'll just quickly to Matt's introduction, and I couldn't help noticing recently in reading the Road to Shadow Creek where you do some of your decision making in Alexandra. Maybe if you I can help you reset your GPS and we can make some smarter commercial decisions together. But thanks very much. Farmers are thrilled to sponsor the Beef and Lamb Awards again this year and to continue to support with Beef and Lamb with the great work that they do in the sector. When I look at Beef and Lamb's vision of thriving sheep and beef farmers now and into the future, and Farmland's purpose of enabling greater productivity and profitability for New Zealand farmers and growers, it's a pretty obvious synergy and a reason for us to work together and for us to support these awards. Farmland's was also created by farmers for farmers, largely sheep and beef farmers in the Tairi and in Eskdale back 60 odd years ago, and as a buying group to give everyone a fair crack. Our purpose is as clear today as it was then. You guys will know much better than me how hard it's been on farm in recent times with farm gate costs and returns challenged, and we take our role in improving those outcomes as your cooperative very, very seriously. It's in these times that we need to deliver most as a cooperative and to continue to do so for another 60 years or more. I think it's also important in those times to celebrate the great work the sector does for New Zealand's economy, for New Zealanders in general. So well done and thanks to everyone for making the time to be here tonight. A huge congrats to all the nominees, tonight's finalists and ultimately tonight's winners. There's so much to be proud of in this wonderful sector, and farmers are proud to be here with you tonight. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Blair. He's obviously read my second book, and a bit of an inside joke, but a good one. Blair was suggesting I stop going to PGG Wrightson every other day and start going to Farmlands. Very well played, Cobber, and I will keep that in mind when I'm spending all that money my wife doesn't want me to spend. All right, the reason why we're all here tonight, and just a few details on how the award presentations will run. Those presenting and receiving awards will use the middle stairs and the lectern to my left, your right. That is the lectern over there. This one, of course, well, it's my one, isn't it? Once they've received their award, winners will be offered the opportunity to say a few words, just a minute or two, before being invited to leave the stage using the middle stairs with the sponsors. And you're escorted by the lovely Beef and Lamb New Zealand staff for photos. And I know it's tempting, but please don't shag around on the red carpet. Tonight's winners will receive a beautiful Beef and Lamb New Zealand Award trophy. These trophies have been crafted from tōtara fence posts. Like fence posts, each one is unique with its own characteristics. Tōtara, like our industry, is valued for its strength and durability. It symbolises both life and growth. Recognising the longevity of tōtara wood, our pioneering sheep and beef farmers used its hard wood to create fence posts, many of which still stand today, as a reminder of the tenacity, foresight and innovation of our industry's forebears. Each trophy bears the weave which represents the interconnecting of New Zealand's sheep, beef and dairy beef sectors, and the diverse landscapes upon which our grass-fed industry is based. Some beautiful lines I really wish I'd written myself. Now to the awards. Our first 4 awards tonight are based around farming business, and the first of these is the Balance Agri-Nutrient Science and Research Award. This award recognises excellence in science and research activities that are of direct relevance and benefit to the sheep and beef sector. This could include, but of course isn't limited to, animal health and welfare, advancements in agronomy, biodiversity enhancement, environmental science, data science, genetics and social science. To present the first award this evening, I invite Dani Dark, Director of Balance Agri-Nutrients and Farmer, to the stage.
Thank you, Matt. I have to say one of the things I love about this evening is the amazing footage that gets put up there, just showing how much we all love this awesome industry. My name is Dani Dark, and I'm really excited to present the award, the Balance Science and Research Award this year on behalf of Balance Agri-Nutrients. This category celebrates our local scientists and researchers whose work has contributed to a more profitable, productive and sustainable sheep and beef sector. Developments in research, science and technology are integral to the future of our sector, the well-being of our communities and to New Zealand's prosperity. In fact, we depend on it, all of us. The sheep and beef sector is the lifeblood of this nation. We're future focused. We're always searching for efficiencies and improvements to our systems. We're always advancing the health and the welfare of our livestock and ourselves. We're always working to reduce our environmental footprint to look after our land. When I read the list of finalists for this year's award, what struck me is how important curiosity is and imagination in driving the advancement of our sector. To be curious is to ask how we, this community, our industry, can farm better, can embrace new information and continue to evolve. At Balance, curiosity is a fundamental pillar of our cooperative and underpins all of our research and development, whether that's exploring new technologies to help our customers use fertiliser more efficiently or advancing sustainable alternatives to support environmental improvements. Like us at Balance, our incredible finalists do not operate in a vacuum. Their work grew out of a collective need and in response to a shared problem. Their solutions will help carry an entire industry into the future. Tackling the sort of challenges we are facing is no mean feat. It takes curiosity, yes, and smarts, of course, but also a heap of passion, dedication, imagination and a lot of bravery. Well done to all of the finalists.
Thanks, Dani. Had the local Balance Rep PT around the other day, actually. Beautiful man. Beautiful man.
That's okay.
Now let's take a look at tonight's finalists.
Andy Dumbledon from PGG Rights and Seeds was instrumental in breeding and developing Raphanobrassica palaton, a forage brassica bred for growing in dryland environments with poor soil fertility. Andy, who leads the Forage Innovations Limited forage breeding team, had seen land use change push sheep and beef farming into more marginal country. This created a need for forage crops that could thrive in these environments. Andy said it required a structural change in their brassica plant breeding program to incorporate plant genetics that would tolerate drought and poor soil fertility. Raphanobrassica palaton was developed as a multi-graze forage, selected for high cumulative yields, increased water use efficiency and clubroot resistance. The novel ryegrass endophyte AR37 proved to be a game changer for New Zealand's pastoral industry, and the research underpinning its development was led by ag-research scientist Dr. David Hume. Farmers using AR37 endophyte ryegrass saw a significant lift in the productivity and persistence of their pastures, and an increase in animal health and production. David's excellent science, understanding of the sector's needs, and highly effective connection with the commercialization processes led to the rapid uptake of AR37 by the pastoral sector. It has been estimated that the use of AR37 endophyte contributed $3.6 billion to the New Zealand economy over a 20-year period. An associate professor of sheep and beef cattle health and production at Massey University, Anne Riddler led a study to learn more about ewe wastage in New Zealand's commercial ewe flocks. With the support of both Massey and Lincoln universities, she gathered robust data about when and why ewes are culled, and gained an understanding of when and why ewes die on farm. 38 farms were included in the study, and this number provided sufficient data to understand the rationale behind farmers' culling decisions and the timing and reasons for deaths throughout the year. The outcomes of this research have given farmers information to help them identify when and why wastage is occurring, so they can implement management strategies to minimize it.
And the winner of the 2024 Balanced Agri-Nutrients Science and Research Award is Dr. David Hume.
Judges describe Dr. David Hume's work in the development and commercialisation of the novel endophyte AR37 as being world-leading and of immense benefit to New Zealand's pastoral farming industry. They commented that his robust and complex science, years of commitment, leadership and focus on commercialisation to benefit the farmer and grow export value have contributed massively to this country's primary sector.
Well, that was nerve-wracking waiting for that final decision to come through. I'm going to refer to my notes now. So, kia ora tātou. Firstly, thank you very much to Balance for actually sponsoring the award, and for Beef and Lamb for running this part of the evening. And it's about recognising the science and research that actually goes on in New Zealand, and often it's under the radar. So it's really nice that you're highlighting it. Thank you. And maintaining that science drive in hard economic times is difficult to justify and difficult to maintain. And lately, every year, as we've heard, people say every year is tough, year after year. So that's not we're excited about. Now, my success really is about the success of the team around me. There's a fantastic bunch of motivated, brilliant scientists. And the key thing about it, and the wonderful thing, is they really want to make a real world difference. And endophyte has been a great example of that, and there's more to come. And finally, this is probably the best award I've ever had, and the same for the team, because it truly comes from you as end users in the recommended sector. So again, thank you very much. Ngā mihi nui.
Well done, Dr. David Hume. I've known you for about 47 seconds, but I've already decided you're a beautiful and delightful man. And thank you, Dani. We don't really know each other, Dani and I, but I see we're friends on the Facebook. Congratulations, Dr. David Hume. All right. Our next award this evening is the Datamars Livestock Technology Award. This award recognises the development and implementation of a technology which solves a specific on-farm problem or need in the sheep and beef sector. This could include, but isn't limited to, real-time monitoring on-farm, software applications, satellite technologies, decision-making tools, GIS and automation. Please welcome Nick DeRitter, National Head of Sales for Datamars Livestock, to the stage to present the award.
The Datamars story has always been one of innovation, quality and performance. Datamars delivers integrated, smart animal management tools that promote animal health, enable precision livestock management and improve protein production. This powerful animal management platform combines TrueTest's animal weighing, data systems and electric fences with Simcro's animal health delivery products and Datamars animal ID technologies. Animal identification management tools allow farmers to measure and monitor their animals. Sophisticated animal health delivery systems provide solutions to easily and accurately administer vaccines and medication. Insights gained through weighing systems and Datamars livestock management software give visibility over weight gain and performance to enable data-driven decision-making. As global demand for protein increases, Datamars is committed to delivering an even broader integrated animal management portfolio. Connected farms will be created through wireless technology and smart data. Sensor-based systems will signal when a cow is fertile or ill. Real-time location tracking will alert farmers when an animal wanders into prohibited areas. This connected farm is all underpinned by an innovative data management platform, combining existing Datamars solutions with new technologies, smart sensors, low-power wireless technology, better analytics, and automated data integration with strategic partners. This is just the beginning of what's in store for Datamars and the livestock industry. Datamars has the experience, expertise and foresight to continue its leadership role within the global agricultural economy. The future of precision livestock farming is here, and Datamars has made a commitment to deliver a measurable difference in farm productivity.
Thank you, everybody. Datamars is really proud to sponsor these awards. 3 years running now. One of the great events. Well done, Beef and Lamb. Always a really enjoyable evening. Congratulations to all the finalists tonight, particularly for the Technology Awards. Farming's changed a lot in the last 30, 40 years, and technology is a really key part in all the advancements it makes to make farmers' lives easier. So well done. Thank you all for the dedication, passion, energy, money that goes into developing the sector. Really proud of the sector we work in, and proud to be here. So good luck everyone tonight, and particularly the finalists for the Technology Award. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Nick. We should probably talk offline. I need some kit to weigh my ram lambs. Now let's take a look at tonight's finalists.
FarmIQ recognised that the freshwater farm plan regulations introduced in 2023 represented a significant compliance burden for many Kiwi farmers. They believed their software could reduce the complexity and effort of creating a freshwater farm plan. So FarmIQ staff worked alongside farmers, consultants and councils to develop a practical, user-friendly tool. The resulting freshwater farm plan tool builds on existing mapping capabilities and is designed to guide farmers through the steps of a freshwater farm plan. This allows them to work at their own pace and enables collaboration with rural professionals. The Freshwater Farm Plan tool, which will be updated in responses to changes in regulatory requirements, will enable farmers to provide evidence of good practice management. Helping farmers grow and harvest more grass, Halter is a cattle collar and app that enables virtual fencing, virtual herding and precision pasture management. Halter has been used in the dairy industry for 4 years, and interest from beef farmers led the company to launch its beef system product, HalterBase, in late 2023. Halter's virtual fencing system helps farmers improve pasture utilization and accurately manage cattle feed, which can increase live weights. Uncollared calves can creep graze ahead of cows, and sheep benefit from improved pasture quality in beef and sheep systems. HalterBase has proven effective for beef farmers intensively grazing beef cattle on any terrain, even on very steep hill country. Zoetis Shepherd takes DNA parentage testing to the next level by offering breeders whole flock genomic testing with an annual per ewe scanned-in lamb charge rather than a per lamb sample. Used by 62% of the ram breeders in New Zealand using DNA parentage technology, Zoetis Shepherd benefits both stud and commercial breeders. The wider adoption of DNA parentage and genomic technologies by ram breeders has resulted in more accurate breeding values generated in Sheep Improvement Limited, SIL. This benefits commercial farmers using SIL data to make informed ram buying decisions. For the stud breeder, Zoetis Shepherd offers management and economic benefits including multi-sire mating and fewer mating mobs. Less interference at lambing means more lambs weaned.
The winner of the 2024 Data Mars Livestock Technology Award is Farm IQ Freshwater Farm Plan Tool.
The judges describe Farm IQ's freshwater farm planning tool as a great asset to the toolbox. It takes a step-by-step approach to identifying the most productive and vulnerable parts of the farm landscape. This enables targeted management and provides clear evidence of land stewardship to underpin farmer stories. It is a great tool to help farmers with compliance requirements and improve efficiencies within their business. Accepting the award is Farm IQ's Head of Product, I understand, Todd White.
Thank you. Well, thanks very much. Yeah, this is fantastic. Thank you very much, Beef and Lamb, for this award. It's been a great couple of days, actually, today, catching up with a whole lot of people I haven't seen for a while. And we, when thinking about this award, this category, we're thinking with helping our farmers, right? So here's a piece of reasonably complicated legislation that was coming at them, and we thought, with our map-based software, we can help them make sense of it, help them work with their rural professionals, consultants, and make a tangible difference in terms of making a freshwater farm plan. So we embarked on building the software, and then the government said, you don't need to do that. But it's still a really important part of our software. We believe in what we've done, and it's available for farmers to use as part of our software package. And we genuinely believe that it's really important to our country as a whole to preserve fresh water, and we're really proud to receive the award. And just like hand over to my colleague Tara, she really did a lot of the work involved.
Thank you so much, Beef and Lamb, and for everyone here tonight. This is such an honour. It was a big project, and a lot of that was centred around collaborating with our farmers and our industry partners to really translate this legislation into something that was really simple and easy to follow as a farmer, and a farmer who may not want to use technology as well. So that was our biggest focus, is helping those farmers out as well. And I just want to say a huge thank you to those partners, primarily Palmo and Sinlay, who were really engaged throughout that. And we had a lot to do with our regional councils, Waikato Regional Council and Environment Southland, who were first to take on that responsibility for freshwater, and Massey University, who gave us a bit of guidance, and Ministry for the Environment, who helped just turn something pretty complex into something that was really valuable for farmers. And like Todd says, it's ready now for anyone who wants to get ahead, and we're really proud of what we've made, so thank you.
We're representing a whole lot of colleagues that have done all the hard work, so thanks to those guys, our developers, our designers, our product owners. They're fantastic. Thank you very much.
Awesome, Todd and Tara. The world needs more pragmatic people just like you. And thank you, Nick. Congratulations again to the people behind Farm IQ's freshwater farm plan tool. All right, our next award is the Gallagher Innovative Farming Award, an award I'll never be nominated for. The award recognises farmers and farming operations who are demonstrating outside of the box thinking to develop new management systems, tools, products or processes that will benefit the farm business and that could be applied more widely in the sector. Please welcome Daryl Jones, General Manager from Gallagher's, to the stage to present the award.
When we invented the electric fence in the 1930s, our story of innovation was just beginning. Committed to a better tomorrow.
I just want to start just quickly by passing on my appreciation to those finalists that made the effort to come to Gallagher's today. The opportunity was opened up. It was great to be able to share our story with you and show you around, so thank you for that. I'm Daryl Jones, General Manager for Gallagher's, and I'm super proud to represent Gallagher in presenting the Gallagher Innovation Award. Innovative technology plays a pivotal role in advancing farming practices both here in New Zealand and around the world. At Gallagher, we believe innovation begins on farm. That's why we spend a lot of time with our farmers, understanding their needs and challenges firsthand. These insights shape our R&D, ensuring that we deliver innovative technology that truly supports on-farm sustainability, productivity and profitability. Our team are with you every step of the way, providing engaging support so you get the full benefit of the technology and the innovation that Gallagher produces. Finally, I'd like to recognise the finalists. Their commitment to the innovation is shaping the future of New Zealand farming. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Daryl. Now let's take a look at tonight's finalists.
FE Gold is a unified group of sheep breeders breeding genetics that are highly tolerant of facial eczema, a disease that can limit production and cause significant animal welfare issues. Established in 2012, FE Gold was the first all-breed group formed in New Zealand, which focused on education, promotion of best practices and supporting research. As a brand, FE Gold gives commercial breeders assurance that the genetics that they are investing in have been selected for FE tolerance. FE Gold has aligned breeders in marketing and delivering a consistent message. It has raised the bar for sheep breeders, with FE Gold status being a goal for breeders of FE tolerant genetics. The incorporation of a 1,300-strong milking ewe mob into their existing Wairarapa sheep and beef operation has brought all 5 members of the Ravenwood family into their farming business. The family identified milk as being the most valuable product from a ewe, and this was incentive enough to build a dedicated sheep milking shed and import European semen to improve the genetics and productivity of their dairy sheep herd. The ewes are now producing an average of 1.2 litres of milk daily and are lactating for around 230 days. Lambs born in the farm's dairy unit are weaned at 40 to 45 days and finished on high-quality forages. In their bid to put business succession plans in place for Motumatai, their 500-hectare sheep and beef farm near Masterton, Andy and Gemma Phillips look to leverage off their love of native plants, trees and understanding of the emissions trading scheme. The couple has planted around 100,000 native trees and plants on Motumatai, and after buying the farm outright in 2017, they entered into an agreement with 2 younger farmers on blocks they subsequently leased. The young farmers keep the emission trading scheme credits earned from the plantings on those blocks, and these credits will ultimately enable them to purchase stock and plant shares in Andy and Gemma's business. This strategy has enabled the Phillipses to scale up their business to 1,365 hectares, running 500 cattle and 6,500 sheep in a breeding and finishing operation.
And the winner of the 2024 Gallagher Innovation Award is Fern Glen Farms.
The judges said the Ravenwood family have combined courage with science and talent to develop a new business and diversify within Fern Glen Farm, their Wairarapa sheep and beef operation. They said diversifying into sheep milking, processing and marketing addressed the issue of adding value, succession and financial security to their family farming business. The judges described Fern Glen Farm as being a shining example of innovative farming in New Zealand. Accepting the award tonight is Jeff, and I reckon his lovely sidekick, Ravenwood. Shirley, thank you, Shirley. Sorry about that, Shirley. It was going to be a stab in the dark, but you know, I don't always get it right.
Cheers for that. Really humbled by that winning the award tonight, and just really like to give congratulations to the other finalists. And I think the judges had a really tough job to do, and I think either of them would have been really worthy winners. And yeah, thanks very much for selecting us. But I think probably at the end of the day, our story and our family now is all about kids together and focus on what we love doing and really trying to strive for better profitability in sheep and beef farming. That's what we're really after. I'd really like to thank beef+lambnewzealand for putting on the outstanding event and all the sponsors who've gone in behind it. I think it's a big credit to you all, and especially the Gallagher. I think innovation is the secret to success in the sheep beef industry. We're all struggling with profitability, and I think innovation is going to drive us. And yeah, really appreciate it. Thank you.
I've been talking for about an hour. Got myself on the crack about 3 times. Brilliant, Jeff and Shirley. Obviously a great family. Thank you, Daryl. Congratulations again to Fern Glen Farm. The final award in the Farming Business Awards is the Silver Fern Farms Market Leader Award. This award recognises a farmer or farming business demonstrating solutions, ideas or products which meet consumer needs, either through partnerships with their processor or direct to market. I would like to invite Jared Stewart, Chief Supply Officer for Silver Fern Farms, to the stage to present the award.
The world has always wanted the best New Zealand has to offer. And since 1948, we've been doing just that. Raising the world's best red meat from the world's best place to raise it. Aotearoa, our whenua. Out in nature, grass-fed and free to roam right here in New Zealand. A proud cooperative of family-owned farms. A global food company, a 6,000-strong whānau. Unstoppable together. A trusted brand. Taking delicious, nutritious, grass-fed goodness to markets all around the world. And now, more than ever, the world needs more goodness in new ways. So we're creating new ideas, better solutions, adding value, innovating from plate to pasture. We're meeting future demand, starting with what consumers want, creating goodness at every step. We're making sure we're part of the solution, doing things differently, working with partners to make it happen. We are Kaitiaki. We are guardians. Using smart technology, putting in the work, putting sustainability at the heart of what we do, on a journey to nature positive, improving tomorrow for the next generation. Always caring, giving back and earning trust. Creating enduring value, for real, for good, for all of us. We're creating goodness from the farms the world needs. We are Silver Fern Farms.
Kia ora everyone, I'm Jared Stewart, Chief Supply Officer at Silver Fern Farms. Look, Silver Fern Farms is proudly market-led. Our plate to pasture strategy means everything we do starts with our markets and our consumers. So we take those signals and we send them back through farmers, and we reward the ones that can align to those signals. So we're super proud to sponsor this market-led award tonight. So the award recognises farmers and businesses that are thinking not only within their own farming systems inside the farm gate, but how their actions and initiatives impact further down the supply chain to the end consumer and the end customer. So something that aligns to what we're about with the plate to pasture strategy. I want to acknowledge Beef and Lamb and all the other sponsors tonight for making tonight possible. So it's nice to be here recognising some success in a reasonably challenging environment the last sort of 18 months to a couple of years. So irrespective of who wins tonight, I want to acknowledge all the finalists and the board tonight and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jared. But I thought you were quite cruel, actually, showing us all that delicious-looking meat when we're all starving. But you are forgiven. Let's take a look at some more fantastic finalists.
Farming just 8 kilometres from Wellington's CBD, Hamish Best and his partner Carolyn Flood saw an opportunity to market their beef and lamb to Wellingtonians looking for consistently high quality, low food mile red meat. Hamish, who has an agronomy background, believes that with the right branding and messaging, red meat can continue to be a popular protein choice, hence the establishment of the Conscious Valley brand. Through this brand, they aim to add value to the lamb and beef produced on their 450-hectare hill country farm. They sell their product to local restaurants and farmers markets, and Hamish said that there is nothing more rewarding than receiving positive feedback on product they've worked all year to produce. Since its launch in 2007, Headwaters has worked towards building a supply chain model that generates greater value for farmers. Combining Headwaters genetics with its bespoke farming systems has resulted in lamb that commands a premium and has earned the respect of world-leading chefs. Over 75 farmers have embraced the Headwaters system. The potential of the Headwaters genetics is realized by finishing forages, which are a unique mix of chicory and red clover. Headwaters operates a profit share model with farmers receiving a premium for lambs that meet their specifications. All Headwaters breeders and finishers are working towards New Zealand Farm Assurance Programme Plus Gold accreditation by the 2025 supply season. In the 3 years that Shane and Lynette McManaway have owned Ongaha, they have transformed their business to target a growing consumer base seeking nature-positive red meat. With a focus on clearly identified consumer needs, they are striving to farm with a low environmental footprint, high animal welfare standards, and sustainable water management. They have invested in significant biodiversity and conservation projects, including the planting of 75,000 native trees, and aim to be a benchmark farm. which is always ready to welcome visitors, from politicians through to school children. Ongaha has gained New Zealand Farm Assurance Plus Gold accreditation, and working in partnership with Silver Fern Farms, they have had their carbon sequestration mapped, which allows them to sell into the processor's niche programs.
And the winner of the 2024 Silver Fern Farms Market Leader Award is Headwaters.
The judges described Headwaters as being a fine example of farmers working together to add value by improving their product through the incorporation of genetics, feeding, finishing and processor input. They said Headwaters had led from the front in obtaining premiums in the marketplace. They created a plan and proved they could execute it at scale. This was providing real financial benefit to farmers. Accepting the award tonight is, I think, Headwaters Operations Manager, Tim Saunders. Am I right?
Pretty close, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Have I got that wrong?
No, you got my name right. Just got elevated, General Manager.
Congratulations. It's brilliant, Tim. Thanks for the update. And I think for a long time you've deserved that, Rob.
I'll take it from here, thanks, man.
You're in charge, Tim. General Manager.
On behalf of our 75 Headwaters farms across New Zealand, it's an honour to receive this award tonight. First of all, I'd like to thank the award sponsors, Silver Fern Farms, Farmlands, and of course Beef and Lamb New Zealand. And congratulations to the other finalists, Conscious Valley and Ongaha Farms. Got to spend a bit of time with Hamish and Caroline today. I'm sure we'll see you guys up here at some point, so well done. Also want to acknowledge our joint venture partner alliance. We wouldn't be here without your support, so thank you guys. Appreciate it all. Also thanks to MPI for backing our joint venture and the science that underpins our program. Look, the success that has been recognised tonight, I believe, comes down to three key factors. The vision of our founder, Andy Ramsden, along with our founding farmers, and more recently the tenacity and commitment of Tom Sturgis. They took a risk to secure a better future for sheep farmers in New Zealand, a future where our best sheep farmers finally receive a fairer share of the value they create. And like our second point, our farmers, those that have joined us and elevated the performance of their farms, becoming integral to the value chain that produces alumina lamb, the benchmark for lamb quality in premium restaurants worldwide. And obviously the third thing is my team. Some of whom are here tonight aren't up on the stage, they're hiding somewhere. But they're passionate, hard-working and dedicated to the success of our farmers. So thank you all. I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. It's certainly made ours. Cheers.
Well done, Tim, who I think is going to be a great General Manager. And you're offside there too. Thank you, Jared. Congratulations again to Headwaters. All right, that wraps up our Farming Business Awards, and I know we'll all be looking forward to the delicious main course, which Matt talked about briefly earlier, before our next set of awards. Congratulations to all our finalists and award winners so far. And thank you again to Silver Fern Farms for providing the world-leading grass-fed product, Grasshopper Rock for the stunning wine to wash it down with, Beef and Lamb Inc for getting Chef along to help create and prepare it, and of course a big thank you to all our category sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. How good was that South Down Cross lamb? Bloody delicious. Now, before we get into the second part of the evening, it is my job to announce the winner of a social media competition which has been running over the past few weeks. As you know, we have so much incredible talent in the industry, so Beef and Lamb New Zealand and the award partner and sponsors ran a giveaway asking people to celebrate their sector heroes by giving them a shout out. The impressive prize pack is made up of goodies generously provided by the Beef and Lamb New Zealand award sponsors. Thanks again. It is such a fantastic example of the collaboration across the sector. The winner of the prize pack is Alex Foreman. All right, congratulations, Alex. Alex nominated Lockie Cameron as his sector hero, and he said of Lockie, he is a brilliant mentor and champion of the agriculture industry. Lockie takes all the young workers under his wing and gives a lot of his time and patience helping others to gain valuable knowledge and understanding. He is one of the most hard-working young men we have come to know, and we believe he has a huge future amongst the rural sector. Congratulations, Alex and Lockie. The rest of you, please keep an eye on our social media channels. We will be sharing more of these shout-outs. I now invite the Honourable Todd McClay, the busiest bee in the beehive, Minister of Agriculture, Forestry, Hunting and Fishing and Trade, and Associate Minister of Foreign Affairs, up onto the stage, the Right Honourable Todd McClay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Matt, thank you so much. Can I start by saying you're a very, very good-looking man, and we don't say that very often.
Where are you starting tonight, Tom?
Mark Patterson knows. Hey, can I recognise Kate and thank Kate? Thanks for the great job that you do to Beef and Lamb and everybody involved with this evening, you and your other directors. The rural team in Parliament, Mark and our colleagues spent a lot of time out and around the country, and I've got to say the leadership that you're showing is exceptional, and thank you so very much for that at a time when it's needed. Can I recognise my ministerial colleague Mark Patterson, and Mark is also working extremely hard. He's on to me all the time about all the things we should be doing and doing a lot more quickly, and it was very much Mark who a week or so ago said we need to get ahead of the curve, and there are challenges down in Southland. We should release some more money to help the Rural Support Trust there. So Mark, thanks for the work that you're doing. You can also recognise Joe Luxon, the opposition spokesperson, the Honourable Joe Luxon, and say that, and a few of you will have heard me say this before, that actually there's a chance that we can find common ground across Parliament for the sensible parties find a way to work together for the good of rural New Zealand and for farmers. And Joe, thanks for your pledge to find areas that we can work together. I think there will be many, many more than when we first talked about this many months ago, but actually it's our job in Parliament to work hard on behalf of all farmers and find that common ground to create certainty and to back rural New Zealand for the great things, the important things that you do. And can I also recognise, as many of my parliamentary colleagues here, they're here not only for the highest quality meat you can get anywhere in the world, but they're here through respect for those in the room and the other farmers who have been working hard but are also doing it hard. I was thinking when we were looking at the awards, those who have been nominated, how hard it must be for the judges. This is a room of people who have worked hard, who are exceptional, who are extremely understated, who often don't like the recognition that you absolutely deserve. And I think it's important that we not only celebrate that excellence, things like tonight, but that we shout them from the rooftops to all New Zealanders so they know the importance of agriculture, its significant contribution to the fabric of New Zealand, but even more importantly to the economy. You know, to celebrate innovation and excellence all around the world. The farming communities come together and do that all the time, but here tonight in New Zealand we get to celebrate the world's best, because as Agriculture Minister and Trade Minister, when I am given the privilege to go overseas to talk about what we do well and to try and open up those markets so we can sell more overseas, it's a very easy job to do because of the high quality of what we produce, the safe food, but also just how innovative, how committed, how dedicated our farmers are. And so tonight is an opportunity to recognise you, to celebrate and to thank you. Can I also say that in Parliament across the board we know how hard it's been for a number of years, and it continues to be. You know, it's welcome news that we're seeing interest rates start to tick down as we also see inflation come down. But that's going to take a lot more work, and it's going to be some time before it flows through. I've often said there's not much governments can do. We don't necessarily have any responsibility for what you might earn. but certainly we have an absolute obligation to get costs down for you, and where governments impose rules and have to impose rules, we should do it in the most cost-effective, efficient way to achieve what we need to without unnecessary cost and burden, because after all, that's what men and women on farms are doing every single day. You will have seen a week or two ago, we were able to announce a new trade deal that we've been able to do in 4.5 months with the UAE, the fastest trade deal negotiated in the history of New Zealand. It was one of our highest quality, indeed for the primary sector, but every sector. Everything that we sell to the UAE, except for chicken, will be tariff-free on day one when it enters into force. The chicken will take 3 years because they produce it. Pork and alcohol, we don't sell a lot, we export to them and it won't. But the reason I mention that is that's a really important market for lamb, and I've been up there a lot since the election to talk to them about why we should just go hard and fast to do this deal. And I see a lot of lamb there from Australia and even some from Kenya that sort of looks like lamb from all other parts of the world, right? But not very much from New Zealand. And that's because although the tariff rates are not high, it is a very competitive market, and our lamb exporters are at a disadvantage. By the way, just as they are in India, because Australia has a trade deal with them and we don't. And the reason to go so quickly to get this done is as hard it is for sheep farmers at the moment, and Mark, responsible, well, the team is working as hard as we can to get those costs down, because we need sheep farmers to survive and be there for New Zealand in New Zealand. But if we can get those tariff rates down and get that market open, in the case of the UAE and elsewhere, a market that consumes a lot of lamb, then actually we're backing farmers to do what they do best, which is to produce that high quality food, help build the economy, but to get farm gate prices and returns up. So look, thanks for inviting me along. It's a pleasure to be here. I want to plane early tomorrow morning down to Dunedin to have a very persuasive meeting with their council, but also to go and visit some farmers to see not only the challenges they face with weather events now, but the ongoing lingering effects of the drought from last season. There are going to be more challenges ahead, but we have a government that's focused on getting those rules right, backing farmers, because we trust farmers. Congratulations to all those who've been nominated tonight and to the winners, and it's a privilege to be invited to be here. Kia ora.
Thank you very much, Minister. You made a hell of a lot of sense, actually. Though I can't believe you objectified me like that early on. But I'm kind of pleased you did, and you can probably call in down at our place, actually, on your southern trip. My wife would probably quite like you. Not as much as I would, though. Reckon we should probably kick on with the second lot of awards, the People Category Awards. Kicking off this category is the Ag Research Emerging Achiever Award. This award recognises those who are under 30 years of age at the time of nomination and who are working in the sheep and beef sector. They demonstrate future leadership and development potential and have already had a positive impact on the sector and or their local community. This may be through involvement in the community and or on farm with new ideas or initiatives. I'd like to invite Dr. Dave Holbrook, Director of Research Capability from Ag Research, to come to the stage to present the award.
Aotearoa New Zealand has always been a land that has provided for its people, a land of abundance and opportunity. Our dedicated team at Ag Research know that embracing kaitiakitanga will see this continue for future generations. The work we do is transforming the way we farm and revolutionising the way New Zealanders care for our animals and for our land. We work hard to create the world's most desirable food and bio-based products through smart, sustainable farming, led by some of the world's most phenomenal research and informed by the consumers who benefit from this passion. Through a focus on environmental sustainability and climate change initiatives, this passion will allow our work to continue for generations to come. Our proficiencies in research run wide, from seeds to pest control, high-value food production to practical farming systems and quality assurance. From the smallest rural land use project to international research programs, our science and technology innovations drive the prosperity of our precious agricultural sector. It's through this research that New Zealand retains its position as a scientifically advanced global agricultural leader. Our commitment to the growth of our wider New Zealand economy, its people, and the kaitiakitanga of Aotearoa is at the very heart of every scientific innovation and creation we deliver.
Good evening, everyone. AgResearch is really proud to be associated with this award. My role has direct responsibility at AgResearch to ensure a pipeline of future talent and great people are coming through into our organisation. This builds the future leaders and the legends of tomorrow. We have an active early career group, so that they associate as early career because they're within the first 10 years of their career at AgResearch. We have about 140 of them, and we give them a lot of airtime. We listen to a lot about how they want to influence the way that we go forward as an organisation. And it brings many benefits, you know, that they bring a real vibrancy, a lot of curiosity, fresh ideas. They want to help us solve complex issues. They bring a lot of energy, enthusiasm, and they are a massive sponge to soak up all of the knowledge of those around them that have more experience. And this exact same principle applies to the whole of the agriculture sector. So we're seeing right now this generation that is coming through, this is the generation that is motivated to take on the big challenges that agriculture sector faces, ensuring our food security, facing the environmental challenges, and empowering our rural communities. And tonight we have three great examples of the type of emerging leaders that we believe, everyone here should believe, that will take our sector forward. And AgResearch is really proud of all three of these nominees that have made it to this stage.
Despite growing up on a dairy farm, it was Lana Crystal's love of dogs that initially attracted her to the sheep and beef sector. After leaving school, she secured a job as a junior shepherd and quickly gained a reputation as being extremely hardworking and excellent with stock. But it was her skills with working dogs that set Lana apart, and this year she was in the top 7 competitors at the New Zealand Dog Trial Championships. As a senior shepherd, Lana is a role model and mentor to junior staff and is particularly encouraging to those shepherds learning to train dogs. Mitchell Hoare's goal of farm ownership is beginning to look like a reality as he and his wife, Charlotte, work to build their equity while juggling numerous community commitments. The Te Kuiti sheep and beef farmer leases 2 properties, does casual work, runs a contract sheep dipping service, a native plant nursery, and supports his wife's cut flower business. He is also on his local hall committee, a keen dog trialer, and secretary of the Te Kuiti Collie Club. Most importantly, he is a father to the couple's 1-year-old daughter. His achievements in the sector so far include winning the World Young Shepherds competition in France and the Waikato Bay of Plenty Young Farmer of the Year competition. Martin Risima jokes that if he isn't shearing or chasing sheep, he isn't good for much. This is understating his responsibilities as a farm manager of a 17,000 stock unit operation in the Wairarapa, where he manages a team of 5 full-time staff as well as a growing Future Farmers cadet. He is also chairman of the local farm discussion group and involved in his rugby club. With their ultimate goal of farm ownership, Martin and his wife Millie are open to any opportunities to grow their business. In June of this year, Martin travelled to Mongolia to teach herders to shear and present wool for sale. He describes this experience as being one of the most rewarding of his life.
Okay, the winner of the 2024 AgResearch Emerging Achiever Award is Mitchell Hoare.
Say a very popular winner. The judges said Mitchell Hoare was actively working towards farm ownership with many irons in the fire to make it happen. They described Mitchell as being very motivated and innovative. He demonstrated experience and achievements within the sheep and beef sector as well as strong community involvement.
Prepared something. Wow, unbelievable. That's pretty cool, eh? Right, beef and lamb, thank you very much. Particularly the people who have organised tonight. and also to Ag Research. Our table down here has had a hell of a lot of fun tonight with a few of you guys' crew, so thank you very much. And special mention to Marty and Lana. You guys are a couple of soul-of-the-earth, hard-working people that no doubt this won't be the last time we see your name up the lights. Special thanks to my family for coming today. Good to see you here, and my wife Charlotte. She works as hard as I do for us to reach our goals, so yeah, really proud of her. The dream of owning your own farm is a pretty big undertaking, and just hope that all the sacrifice and blood, sweat and tears is all worth it in the end. I've had the privilege of working for some really top operators and learned a lot from a lot of really good people, and also so thank you to them, and also thank you to the people who have supported our farming business and helped make it a success. Quite a few of you are actually here tonight, so thank you very much. I did actually think there was a wee story I might tell. In 2020, we took over the lease of our first property, and it had been 6 weeks and we hadn't had a drop of rain. And in March, in the ash soil of 6 weeks, it was starting to turn a little bit ugly. The honeymoon period had worn off. We'd lost a few of our $180 breeding ewes, our hard-earned money. We were in the calf shed, deep in the trenches, the two of us, having a hard time, and then next thing the heavens just opened up and it pissed down. And I can still remember the feeling like it was yesterday. Like, yeah, if you could bottle that feeling, then you'd be a wealthy man. But I think that's what farming's like. It's the highs and the lows, and you know, at the end of a hard day, you come home and it's just the best job in the world. So yeah, we've got to take our hat off to the farmers that, you know, put their boots on and go to work every day, because, you know, at the end of the day, that's who's keeping us all employed. And yeah, thank you very much and have a good night.
On behalf of the few hundred people in the room, I'm pretty sure I speak on behalf of them when I say, mate, we really want you to get that farm and have that farm ownership that you aspire to. I'm pretty sure there isn't a deserving couple in the room. And I loved how you thanked your lovely wife. Met Mitchell and his wife Charlotte, I think it is, earlier in the night, and fine young man and a real good bugger, great couple. Thank you also to Dave. All right, our next award this evening is the Rabobank People Development Award. This award recognises a farmer or farming operation who deliver formal or informal people development opportunities through capability building and engagement of staff and or trainees. I'd like to invite Todd Charteris, Chief Executive Officer, Rabobank New Zealand, and very good amateur sheep shearer, to the stage to present the award.
What is 100%? It's an absolute commitment, showing full dedication and intent. No exceptions. It's focusing on specific sectors, being single-minded. It's giving everything we've got, always. Going the extra mile, being there when it matters, and advocating for our clients. It's sharing our knowledge, funding and supporting New Zealand agribusiness, and working together in true collaboration. It's respecting livelihoods and our planet's resources, leaving our land better than we found it, for the good of our people and communities now and tomorrow. At Rabobank, we are more than committed to a sustainable future. We're wholly focused on it. Rabobank, 100% focused on our farming future.
Kia ora koutou, good evening everyone, and as you've seen in the video that's just played, Rabobank's 100% focused on supporting New Zealand's world-class farmers and growers and the rural communities in which they live in. And our strategy is to become New Zealand's leading food and agri bank, and this means not only giving our food and agri lending, not only growing our food and agri lending, but also our presence and leadership in New Zealand's food and agri market. Now, the red meat sector is incredibly important for us here in New Zealand, with over about 1/3 of our clients represented in that sector, and so we're really proud to support this event, which recognises some of the top performers across the industry. We remain confident in the long-term outlook for the sector, and we're committed to working with our clients and other sector participants to ensure the industry continues to perform at the highest level and take all the opportunities that will be presented. I just want to say congratulations to all the finalists. You should all be incredibly proud of what you've achieved to be here tonight. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Todd. Now let's take a look at tonight's finalists.
Growing Future Farmers is a farmer-led program addressing serious labour shortages in the red meat sector by providing young people with a career pathway in New Zealand's agricultural sector. Aimed at entry-level students, mainly school leavers, the program incorporates a hybrid training model co-designed by farmers and industry specialists. Growing Future Farmer students live, learn and train on-farm for 2 years. Their training includes technical skill days, online tutorials, on-farm practical training and life skills. Students are mentored by staff on-farm, and pastoral care and support is provided by Growing Future Farmers Student Success Advisors. Growing Future Farmers started out with just 10 students in 2020, and this year 131 students are enrolled in the program. Hereheto Station's farm manager says he has the best job in New Zealand and works to ensure his team of 3 shepherds think the same way. Dick Finney manages the 3,400 hectare, 27,000 stock unit property near Wairoa for owners, the Māori Soldiers Trust. He works to ensure the farm is not only a high-performing operation, but is an outstanding training ground for young shepherds eager to further develop their skills. The shepherds stay a maximum of 2 years, and it is the responsibility of the more senior shepherds to recruit and employ a junior shepherd. Health, safety and well-being is entrenched in Hereheto Station's culture, and whānau are encouraged to spend time on the station. Lone Star Farms owns 7 farms across the South Island, collectively running 95,000 stock units and employing 35 people. People development is a big focus for the company, with all permanent staff having individual personal development plans. These living documents are continually revised according to the staff members' needs. Positions within the company are advertised in-house to give staff the opportunity to progress their careers within Lone Star Farms. Health, safety and well-being are part of Lone Star Farms' DNA, and a Health, Safety and Wellbeing Committee ensures policies are driven from the bottom up and are workable. All staff have access to a range of services including financial, career and legal guidance, fitness, nutritional support and counselling.
And the winner of the 2024 Rabo People Development Award is Growing Future Farmers.
The judges said Growing Future Farmers was a well-structured program that had grown significantly and was turning out great cadets. It offered both on and off-farm development opportunities. They commented that Growing Future Farmers was making an important contribution to the industry at trainee and new entrant level. Accepting the award is Growing Future Farmers CEO, Wendy Paul.
Thank you, Matt, and I'm going to start my thanks with Toddy, who has been very resilient in putting us forward for this award 2 years in a row, and thank you very much for this year, and I'm glad we've done it for you. But thank you to Rob and Ben for all of your ongoing support. It's been fantastic, and to beef+lamb for your support for us, but also for hosting the night. And to the other finalists, I think we're all winners because it's all about our students, and what matters, and we're all doing great stuff to make sure that there is a pipeline of future talent. So sorry that you're not up here, but we're all in this together. And that's certainly what Growing Future Farmers is about. We wouldn't be here without an amazing number of farm trainers that we have around the country. We have about 106 farmers that put time, sweat, tears, patience and all sorts of fostering of these wonderful young children and kids to come into this very important sector for New Zealand. So thank you to all of our farm trainers that are out there tonight for everything you do. We've also got some very special guests at our table in terms of Tony Egan from Momentum Waikato, and I hope I haven't forgotten anybody else. People at the bank and beef and lamb. I think that's all our sponsors in the room. But thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you for keeping believing in us, keeping this program going, because it is really, really important, not only for our program, but for all of the programs that for New Zealand, that we have young people coming into the sector and to make it great, because that's what New Zealand is all about. And lastly, but definitely the most important, to our two young lady students that are here and graduating this year. I hope it's been transformational for you. I know it has been. You're all amazing, and this is what it's all about. Our little motto is we create bloody good humans, and that's exactly what we do at Growing Future Farmers. Thank you.
Well done, Wendy. Love the concept, and thank you, Todd. Congratulations to Growing Future Farmers. All right, our next award is the FMG Rural Champion Award. A bit of skin in the game in this one. This award recognises an individual or group whose contribution promotes the image of the sector to the wider community or enhances the well-being of farmers and farming communities through their programs and activities. Please welcome Sarah Von Danielson, FMG's board chair, to the stage to present the award.
They've been here since Adam was a boy.
Hi, I'm Adam. They were here when the water was up to here.
They're up here! And they're down here.
They're here when I've just about headed up to here.
They're here. And they help find something here.
For the ups and downs of rural life, you'll find FMG here, there and everywhere.
Well, tēnā koutou katoa. On behalf of the awesome FMG team, it is an honour to be here this evening to present the FMG Rural Champion Award. This award, as Matt's alluded to, and by the way, Matt, I just had to say we ensure tractors. So next time, hang on.
It's a long story, seriously.
We'll have time for it. This award recognises individuals or groups who contribute to the wellbeing of farmers and farming communities, or who improve the image of our wonderful sheep and beef sector to those who are not yet in our awesome club. Our vision at FMG is to help build strong and prosperous rural communities. And so we are proud to sponsor this award that celebrates those who are making a positive impact. Congratulations to the finalists. Your hard work has earned you this recognition.
Thanks so much, Sarah. I'll give your team a call on Monday. Now let's take a look at these fantastic finalists.
Harriet Bremner Pinckney is changing the narrative around health, safety and well-being to focus on positive messaging, practical tools and honest conversations. She has written children's books, hosts the Raw Truth podcast and runs the Think Safe Brain campaign, which targets rural schools across New Zealand. All have a common theme of physical and mental safety. To extend her reach as far as possible, Harriet has worked in collaboration with rural communities, the New Zealand Police, farmers and others in the Think Safe Brain campaign. Harriet and her husband Ed, who have recently had their first child, Archie, farm a sheep and beef farm in Fiordland and run a dairy farm in Riverton. Through its flagship event, the Balance Farm Environment Awards, the New Zealand Farm Environment Trust, NZFET, promotes and champions farming practices that are environmentally, financially and socially sustainable. Running across 11 regions, the annual Balance Farm Environment Awards give farmers the opportunity to showcase and benchmark their operations and tell their story to the wider public. This is done through channels including field days, videos, print media, radio, social media, and more recently, The Balance Farm Environment Awards partnered with TVNZ's New Zealand Food Story to showcase farmers and growers. The New Zealand Farm Environment Trust operates as an independent charity, supported by agribusiness and local government. Frustrated by negativity and misinformation around farming, Carlos Bagri and Nadia Lim felt they had a responsibility to shine a light on food production systems by opening their farm, Royalburn Station, to the nation. Nadia's farm is an honest and candid portrayal of their diverse farming business, which includes sheep, arable production, honey, eggs, and an organic market garden. The series attracted over 1 million viewers, and the appreciation of farmers who have been overwhelmingly positive and grateful for Nadia and Carlos's willingness to show the trials and tribulations of life on a commercial farm. As well as the television show, Royalburn Station uses social media, farm tours, and their farm shop in Arrowtown to connect with the public and tell their story.
The winner of the 2024 FMG Rural Champion Award is the New Zealand Farm Environment.
The judges said that through its long-running flagship event, the Balance Farm Environment Awards, the New Zealand Farm Environment Trust has provided a platform from which farmers could tell their story to a wide audience. They said it was a pan-industry organisation that had a massive reach and media coverage. Accepting the award for the New Zealand Environment Trust is Deputy Chair, Kate Taylor.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Thank you to beef+lamb New Zealand, Farmlands and FMG for recognising the important work we do celebrating our farmers and growers. It is a privilege to be acknowledged in this way. I'd also like to acknowledge Royalburn Station and Harriet for the work that you guys do. Thank you to my fellow trustees, Karen Williams, who's in the room tonight, but also our chairman Brendan Cross, who's unable to be with us tonight due to his farm on the Otago Peninsula being hit by last week's storm. He decided that it was better to get his boundary fences done first. So think of him in the coming week. A special thanks to our wider team, national staff, regional management committees, regional coordinators, regional judging coordinators, whose hard work keeps everything running smoothly for us. A shout out to our General Manager Sarah Harris, who's currently winging her way to Canada to present in the Land Stewardship session of the Global Congress of the International Land Conservation Network. Most importantly, I'd like to thank the growers and farmers. Many of our current and former regional supreme winners and finalists are in this room tonight. All the people who enter our awards programs, your commitment and passion for our industry and the innovation that you demonstrate is what drives us all forward. A special shout out tonight to the grasshopper rock Pinot Noir on your tables, which I am now wearing. Thanks to laughing at one of Match's jokes. Ngā mihi nui.
Fantastic words, Kate. If it means anything at all, I think you look delicious. Brilliant. And thank you, Sarah. I hope I pronounced your surname correctly earlier. And congratulations, the New Zealand Farm Environment Trust. All right, the final award in the People Award category is the Alliance Significant Contribution Award. This award recognises an outstanding individual who has led by example and has driven change in the operation and/or governance of the sheep and beef sector through new ideas, approaches and/or initiatives. Please welcome Billy Bice, Chief Executive Officer, Alliance, to the stage to present the award.
evening. It's indeed a pleasure to be here with you tonight. Matt, on our way when we walk towards this beautiful menu, I did mention that you were a hard act to follow. So I've requested that I be the last. With the tolerance, the good food silver spoon provided, the good wine, I'm sure the patrons can be a bit more tolerant. This takes us back to 1948. But before I go there, I just want to say Alliance is a proud sponsor of the 2024 Beef and Lamb Awards. This is such a beautiful window of innovation, technology, and the people within the sector. It's really a privilege to be part of this event, and I've said more or less the same last year. Alliance goes back all the way to 1948, when a group of farmers, like-minded farmers, got together, and all they needed was capacity to process their livestock. 76 years later, how things have changed. Today, Alliance is one of the leading exporters within New Zealand to more than 65 countries of really good quality product. From day one, Alliance was always focused on safety, efficiency, innovation, and quality. And of course, supplying really good tasting New Zealand product to global consumers that keeps them coming back. But tonight is not about talking about our success. It's also about recognizing the resilience that sits within the sector over many, many years, specifically more so fresh of mind the last 3 years. The sector is facing a fair set of challenges and dealing with that as best they can. And I'm really impressed with the resilience that has been displayed across the entire sector. You know what, it's a really good testament to the people is also how they collaborate and how, you know, strength being together is more so than individuals. And that we have seen people reaching out during tough times, which is really good to see from a sector perspective. You know, it's for that reason that the Alliance Significant Contributions Award tonight is so fitting for Alliance specifically, but also for the sector, as it really recognizes and celebrates the talent of people that is contributing to drive change within the sheep and beef sector through fresh ideas and really bold approaches. And I really want to just congratulate all three of the finalists. They are all winners, and also just congratulate all the other winners and finalists as well. Matt, back to you.
Thanks, Billy. No worries about following me, mate. You did a fantastic job. Now let's take a look at tonight's finalists.
As a farmer, rural advocate, community leader, unofficial mayor of Tarata, and occasional protester, Brian has contributed to both the red meat sector and the wider Taranaki community. Known for his leadership skills and engaging manner, Brian was a member of Beef and Lamb New Zealand's Western North Island Farmer Council for 15 years, president of the Taranaki Provincial Federated Farmers, chairman of the Tarata Hall Committee for 35 years, and has been involved in numerous community organisations. Brian introduced the practice of pre-lamb shearing to the region and has been a leader in environmental protection. His farm was a supreme winner in the Taranaki Region Balanced Farm Environment Awards. In 2022, Brian was awarded the Member of the New Zealand Order of Merit for services to agriculture and the rural community. Inheriting his father's love of trees and commitment to soil conservation, Ian McIver has built a career helping farmers understand the value of trees for land stabilisation, shade, shelter, fodder, timber, and aesthetics. Growing up on a hill country farm in the Manawatu, Ian saw how poplars helped stabilise land. In 2001, Ian began working with plant and food research, specifically researching the value of poplar and willow trees for soil stabilisation and erosion control on pastoral hill slopes. Interacting with farmers through on-farm trials, workshops, field days and publications, Ian has shared his research and knowledge of the value of soil conservation. Devastating storms such as Cyclone Gabrielle highlighted the benefits of using trees to protect pastoral hill country. Rod Slater's career in the meat industry began on the sawdust-covered floor of his father's butcher's shop. Along with his friend and business partner, Sir Peter Leach, Rod built the Mad Butcher brand and after selling his share, sat on the executive of New Zealand Beef and Lamb Marketing Bureau. When the Bureau was at the point of collapse, Rod was asked to spend 2 weeks helping to wind it down. Instead, he spent 27 years winding it up, turning Beef and Lamb New Zealand Incorporated and the associated Iron Maidens into a household name. What Rod is most proud of is the development of the quality mark. This dramatically improved meat tenderness standards and drove practice change along the red meat supply chain.
The winner of the 2024 Alliance Significant Contributions Award is Ian McIver.
The judges said that Ian McIver's science and research had contributed to farm production and resilience, particularly in the sheep and beef sector. This has been through his extensive work around the use of poplar and willow trees for soil stabilisation and erosion control on New Zealand hill country. They said, as one of the founders of soil conservation work in New Zealand, Ian's work had touched sheep and beef farming operations throughout the country, yet many farmers were unaware of the man behind the science. Accepting the award tonight on behalf of Ian McIver is, I think, Sally Lee.
That's me, not him.
Hard to know what it me for sometimes, isn't it?
Hi, so I'm the General Manager of New Zealand Poplar and Willow Research Trust. It was my privilege to nominate him for this role. He's now, sort of after 25 years, going into a semi-retirement, and as Matt alluded to, I don't think many of you realise what Ian has done over his 25 years. We've got Dave here from Plant and Food, who's also recognising the contribution he's made to Plant and Food over that time. He's been the General Manager of the New Zealand Poplar and Willow Research Trust since its instigation in 2011, and I've taken over that role this year in January. He's our walking encyclopedia. If you have anything you want to know about poplar and willow, Ian is the man, and I think, like you say, he's gone unrecognised. And it was nice to see in Brian's photos the number of poplars on his hillsides, and I think the majority of farmers in the room, and I hope, Matt, you've got some poplars and willows on your little block.
I've got them more than Sally.
That's good, that's good. I'd like to take if you want to say anything from Plant and Food.
Yeah, just from Plant and Food as well. I just want to pass on Ian's apologies for not being here. He's at a poplar convention overseas, international poplar convention overseas. But I just want to thank Beef and Lamb New Zealand, the sponsors of this award, as well, Alliance, and just, I think it's incredible that the people who are nominated for this award are just phenomenal, and I'm just really proud of Ian for winning this award and just demonstrating the incredible contribution he's made to the farming sector.
Ian, always working. Well done, Sally and co. Thank you, Billy, and congratulations to Ian McIver. We would like to specifically acknowledge the contribution of Brian Hocken. Brian was on the Beef and Lamb New Zealand Farmer Council for 15 years. He was there from its inception and a driving force behind it, particularly in his Western North Island region. Brian, I just wondered if you could stand up for a moment, please. Brian retired from the Farmer Council late last year. So we'd like to acknowledge his contribution. Almost didn't recognise him when he's not in the black singlet.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Kate. Any guys in Farmer Council, make the most of it, please. It'll take you a long way. But what I do want you to do is wear these ties. Be proud of our industry. Because you're all multi-millionaires. And it was my idea way back in day one. We should have ties. So I'm steering a Beef and Lamb tie. And I could go on and on, but no, thank you, beef+lamb. I've enjoyed my road, and it's been a great experience, so thank you all.
All right, last one. To finish off our awards this evening, we have the Beef+Lamb New Zealand Regional Leadership Award. This award recognises an outstanding individual, organisation or business in the sheep, beef and dairy beef sector, identified and chosen by a regional farmer council in the host region, in this case the mid-northern North Island. I'd like to invite Ian Evans, Chair of Beef+Lamb New Zealand, Mid-Northern North Island Farmer Council, quite a mouthful, to come to the stage to explain a little bit about the award and to present the award.
Brian? As Chair of Beef+Lamb New Zealand's Northern North Island Farmer Council, I had the pleasure of working with a team of judges to select a winner for this award. The person that we have selected has demonstrated exceptional commitment to the region's farming industry through his farmer advocacy and involvement in industry good activities. He has been particularly focused on helping farmers remain productive and profitable while understanding and mitigating the environmental impacts. As a farmer advocate and leading campaigner for the group Farmers for Positive Change, this person has worked to ensure regional and national government policies are fair, equitable, based on science. He has earned the respect of farmers and politicians through his involvement in the development of the Waikato-Waipa Plan Change 1 and in national essential freshwater discussions. He has been instrumental in starting up catchment groups and encouraging people to think about the issues to their catchments rather than taking a blanket approach to environmental and resource management. He is well versed and articulate on any matters concerning sheep and beef farming and puts his heart and soul into all he does. This person's work goes beyond fulfilling duties. He genuinely cares for the well-being and future of sheep and beef farmers and their communities. The winner of the Beef+Lamb Regional Leadership Award is Graham Gleeson.
Well, as you know, I'm Graham Gleeson and farmer here at Waikato. And I have been advocating on behalf of you, the farmers, for many, many years. Look, I cross this room and I see a lot of wisdom. I think a lot of the issues that we have that we're facing, the headwinds, could be dealt with quite succinctly, quickly, pragmatically, if we just encourage everybody to speak up and say what's of value. I looked at all these videos today and I saw a great landscape of New Zealand, you know, our natural resource, and the end of it was the food that we produce, and in between is us, farmers. We know what to do is right, we look after our environment, we don't need, you know, perverse rules or regulations. So when I look across at the government, you know, a top-down approach doesn't necessarily work. Also at the same time, grounds up could be a little bit problematic. A lead from the middle where we combine our efforts to achieve great outcomes together as one. So thank you very much. And tonight, thanks for Beef and Lamb for putting this award series on. It's a tremendous showcase to highlight what is really of value for us as a sector and also for New Zealand. Thank you.
Thank you, Ian, and congratulations, Graham, who, if I'm honest, I'd quite like to hear a bit more from, actually. Quite enjoyed what you had to say there, Graham. It was good, real good. That concludes the presentation of all the awards tonight. So I'd now like to invite Beef and Lamb New Zealand Chair Kate Ackland to come back up and say a few closing words. Thank you, Kate.
So it's been an honour tonight to share. And it's been a joy, actually. It's been an honour and a joy to spend tonight in such a positive room. I can't remember the last time I sat in a room full of agricultural farmers and people related to agriculture and felt this much positivity and optimism. So I just wanted to say thank you. It's been a fabulous night. Thanks once again to our awards partners, Farmlands, all of our cadet responses, Ag Research, Rabobank, Alliance, FMG, Data Mars Livestock, Gallagher, Balance Agri-Nutrients, Silverfin Farms, and our media partners, AgriHQ and Countrywide. It absolutely wouldn't happen without all of your support. I also want to recognise again all of the finalists and supporters in the room. Each of you has absolutely poured your heart and soul and countless hours into your work, and being named as a finalist is a tremendous achievement in itself. The very fact that you were chosen as finalists speaks volumes about your abilities and your potential. So, look, my warmest congratulations to all of you and to all of our winners tonight. You've contributed so much to our red meat sector, and it was a real privilege to recognise you this evening. Thanks also, Matt, for doing a great job emceeing, and of course to the Beef and Lamb team who have put in so much hard work behind the scenes to make all of this happen. But thank you once again for sharing this evening with us, all of you, and look, I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening and have a safe drive home.
Thank you, Kate. Tonight has been a real celebration of our red meat industry. From the scientists, advisors, farmers, technology experts, teachers, coaches, marketers, processors and chefs who all work hard to produce what we enjoyed on our plates tonight. Congratulations again to all the finalists and winners. As we have seen throughout the night, there are some incredibly talented people working within our sheep beef and dairy beef industries, and I'm sure you, like me, will leave tonight feeling very positive about our industry and its future. Let's try and keep tonight's buzz alive because it's contagious. Let's try and take the people who aren't here with us. I am so tremendously proud of all of you and everything you do. On behalf of the people who don't contribute very much at all, thank you for all you do.